What's going on, guys? Chatty CS here, back with another installment of Famous Inventories, and today we have the one and only Neymar Jr. Now, if you weren't aware, Neymar Jr. plays a lot, and I mean a lot of Counter-Strike. He also has a lot of skins. And here are the top 10 skins in his loadout, in my opinion, and how much they cost. And up first, I wanted to start with some gloves so that you can see his other skins with the gloves that he rocks, and these are the Sport Gloves Pandora's Box Field Tested, which cost a cool $8,000. Pandoras are one of the best looking gloves in the game, as well as one of the most expensive, and for someone like Neymar, he's gotta rock only the best. These gloves are just a start though. Neymar's inventory is stacked. Moving on, we have a legendary skin, and that's the Op Dragonlore Minimal Wear for $10,000. This is a skin that people who aren't even into skins know. People who don't even play Counter-Strike know the Dragonlore. It's one of the most iconic skins in the game, and any legendary inventory needs one. Neymar also slapped on a Neo and a JR sticker on the scope to spell out his initials, which adds a bit of personal flair to it. Also, you'll notice many of Neymar's skins have Brazilian team stickers such as Furia on it, because he's always supporting, which is another nice touch. Neymar's just like me. I do the same with NA. Next, we've got another iconic skin, and that's the StatTrak M4A4 Howl, factory new for $13,000. Now, where do we begin with the Howl? This is another one of those legendary skins in Counter-Strike, and this one is the only contraband skin in the game, which is because the original artwork ended up being stolen and copyrighted, so Valve had to remove this from the case it was in and redo the artwork. No other skin in the game has a story like that, and because of this, the supply got cut short, and there's only about 7,500 of these in existence, but Neymar has an extra rare version because his is StatTrak factory new, and there's only 178 of these around, and some of them even being on banned accounts. This is an insanely rare skin that also has so much history and looks amazing. I'm seriously jealous of this one, and also notice the magazine. He's got some of his personal flair with his NJR signature crafted on there. Moving on to the first knife of the video, we have his StatTrak M9 Bayonet Ruby in factory new, which costs $15,000. This is a banger of a knife. It's an M9 which has the best looking blade in the game, and the ruby finish just makes this thing pop like no other. He's also probably not rocking this with his Pandoras. Neymar owns 13 gloves, and one of the pairs that I'd expect him to use with his M9 are his specialist gloves Crimson Web. Now take a look at this combo. An insanely clean red combo that anyone who has a red loadout would be jealous of, and his Crimson Webs are factory new with a good pattern. Neymar really knows his stuff. And on to number 6, we have his Sport Gloves Vice factory new for $15,000. These are another one of his many gloves, and also his most expensive pair. Vices are incredibly flashy, and the only pink gloves in the game. These suit Neymar since he's a flashy guy, and these are probably one of the loudest pairs of gloves in the game. It's awesome that he has these in factory new, because there's only 187 in factory new, and also since these are fac new, it ensures that both knuckles are flawless and there's no scratches anywhere. Moving on to number 5, we have arguably the best skin in the game overall, and that's the Op Gunganir factory new for $15,000. The Gunganir is actually the most expensive op in the game, even more than a non-souvenir Dragonlore, and honestly I think the Gunganir is the best looking skin in the game as well. It has so much going for it. The white barrel and scope look insane, the pattern that runs throughout the weapon matched with the pearlescence makes it immaculate. And as far as the stickers go, he has a Hen 1 signature from the PGL Crocao 2017 Major, where the Brazilian Immortals team got 2nd overall, which is a cool sticker. However, I'm not a huge fan of the other stickers on the skin. However, it's still an amazing op skin, and I'm sure it gets plenty of use for Neymar. And moving on to number 4, it's his AK-47 Wild Lotus factory new that goes for $20,000. Now, this is another beautiful skin. It has some of the nicest artwork in the entire game, and you often see so many of the top tier pros using it. Neymar's has some custom sticker placement with the Dragonlore and the Phoenix foils that you see on so many of his skins. Also, in my opinion, of these super high-end AKs, the Wild Lotus outclasses the rest. However, it is much more expensive, which makes sense. There's also only about 3,000 Wild Lotuses, which adds to the rarity and the price. And if you guys are liking the video so far, make sure to hit that sub and like button. I'm going for 1,000 subs, and it'll help me out so much. And next up for number 3, we have the Karambit Emerald factory new for $21,000. And I wanted to showcase them with his best pair of green gloves, which are these Specialist Gloves Emerald Web, which once again have a good pattern, and these are super low float field tested. Emeralds are the highest of high end when it comes to Doppler finishes, and in CS2 emeralds are the most expensive as well, and I think they look the best. This knife is legendary and his combo works perfectly. Neymar seriously cooked with this one.
Pineapple cake.
I'm seriously impressed with how much he knows about skins, because while yes, he has some of those easy rich guy skins like the Dragon Lore and Wild Lotus, but the fact that both his Crimson Web and Emerald Web specialist gloves have good patterns, and he's not just insta-buying hedge mazes is really cool to see. Either way, absolute banger of a knife, and I bet this is one that he uses very often, because I know I would. Next, for number 2, we have a crazy one, and it's his AK-47 case hardened minimal wear pattern 661, otherwise known as the Scar pattern. This is the blue gem AK that is sold for over $1 million in factory new StatTrack. I would price his at about $40,000, and that's very conservative pricing, solely based on the fact that there's 2 well-worn ones listed for about $24,000 and a minimal wear one for $55,000. Now, what's there to say about this skin? It's quite literally the most sought after AK skin in the game. It made headlines everywhere when Nico used the StatTrack Factory New version of it at the Austin Major. It's such a crazy skin to own, and I can assure you, this will never leave his collection. I also love the signature craft he made on the magazine while leaving the top completely clean. He's also got a classic crown foil in the best position and another one of his signature gold web spider stickers with custom placement on the back. Now you can tell Neymar likes his case hardens because he owns this. And that's why for number 1, we have his M9 bayonet case hardened field tested pattern 601 that I would estimate to be about $50,000. This skin is as legendary as it gets. It's an OG knife with the best looking blade, and M9s actually don't have many good looking blue gems like this one. So this one is by far the best blue gem pattern, and the blue covers 86% of the play side. Pattern 601 is also incredibly rare, with only 14 or so registered on FloatDB, which is why it warrants a $50,000 price tag. Were you guys surprised that he owned this? Because I was. And those are Neymar's top 10 skins from his inventory. Just the price of skins shown here are $207,000, and I'd say his overall inventory is worth about $300,000. While that's insane, for Neymar that's low-key a drop in the bucket because bro makes 100 million euros per year. And for my Americans, in freedom units, he makes $117 million per year. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Whose inventory do you guys want to see next?